What it do? Welcome to another new. I guess you don't want to hear from me.
Get this shit going.
I'm trying to load it up.
All good. New tech file. Yeah, let's just play that music. Welcome to episode 338 of Technical File, the sports podcast you never knew you needed.
And it's your boy, TIMKINZ, the number 3, a.k.a. Ass Ketchum, a.k.a. Mr. Give It To Me. What up, though? Hell yeah, I'm loud as a motherfucker.
And he got the mic all the way down.
I am the Urge.
Only known as.
The Urge.
And I'm Camille, point guard of the crew, the real life Tifa Lockhart, the girl next door. You know, holding it down for all the women who love sports.
It is your boy K Harris, the gentleman.
The gentleman.
The everyday gentleman.
24/7.
No diddy.
All right, y'all, listen. If you tune in to Tech File regularly, you know how we do this. It's an NBA segment, it's an NFL segment, it's a wrestling segment.
Mm-hmm.
We just got done with WrestleMania 40. This man to the right of me was at WrestleMania 40.
Just hopped onto a plane.
Like literally from the plane to the stew, like dedication. Okay.
Love it.
And we ain't talking about Nipsey Hussle, but dedication. All that being said, this week's going to be a little bit different. It is going to be all WrestleMania review this week with a little quick hits because we got to talk about how March Madness wrapped up. So if you were not a wrestling fan, you might want to leave. But if you do stay, you're going to be really entertained, I guarantee you, because it's just 4 real niggas talking about wrestling. So we're going to do the game that needs a name as well this week. And we haven't done it in a while, so I will refresh your memory on how this goes. The game that needs a name is a rapid fire memory game where we choose a topic. This week is going to be wrestlers. And then we go in tech order. You get about 5 seconds to say a wrestler that relates. So you could say like Rick Rude. I don't know why that one popped into my mind, but it did.
One of yours.
Right. Can't repeat them. Last person standing wins.
Mm-hmm.
So we go in tech order. So Tim, Eric, myself, Camille, and then Ken. We'll go until there's no one remaining. No repeats. Wrestlers. Kick us off, Tim.
Rock.
Hulk Hogan, bitch ass.
Roman Reigns.
Ric Flair.
Stone Cold.
Woo.
Seth Rollins.
Undertaker.
Kevin Nash.
Rick Rude.
The Macho Man. Oh, yeah.
Kurt Angle.
Sting.
Bobby Roode.
Mick Foley.
Paul Bearer.
Buff Bagwell.
Chad Gable.
Bailey.
Jason Jordan.
DDP.
Damian Priest.
Sasha Banks.
Charlotte Flair.
Scott Steiner.
Rhea Ripley.
Damn it, y'all. Becky Lynch.
Rick Steiner.
Kenny Omega.
Ooh.
Lita.
Braun Breaker.
Edge.
Chris Jericho.
Trish Stratus.
Carmelo Hayes.
Christian.
Edge. This one?
Someone said Edge.
Someone say Edge?
I didn't.
I thought someone did.
Oh, well, that's right. Did Edge.
All right.
Baron Corbin.
Trick Williams.
Triple H.
Fuck.
We could
Kane.
for a long time.
Kane. Yeah.
Hornswoggle.
Horse. What? Who is that?
Hornswoggle.
Tia Hale. Thea Hale.
Eugene.
Fuck. Goldberg.
Jada Parker.
Logan Paul.
Iron Sheik.
Shawn Michaels.
Bad Bunny.
Ooh.
Damian Priest.
I said him.
Roddy Piper.
Finn Balor.
Mordecai.
Boy, nice.
Andre the Giant.
Bam Bam Bigelow.
Mae Young.
Vader.
Fucking Dusty.
Fabulous Moolah.
Mae Young.
I said it.
Damn.
Hey, let's go. Cody Rhodes.
Mark Henry.
Whoa.
Shit. What? D-Lo.
Farouk.
Mr. Ass. Billy Gunn.
Bradshaw.
Road Dogg.
X-Pac.
Big Boss Man.
Shawn Michaels.
Sid Vicious.
Someone said
Damn.
Shawn Michaels.
Let's go, baby. Finally got one. Finally got one in the bag, baby. Let's go. Got that dub. I've been going for a minute.
Just throw you off.
I've been going for a minute.
Hey,
Gotta
look,
come back
Cherio
to the
Sensei said he
dub.
believed in you.
Let's
too.
go. Hey, let's go, baby. He a real one.
Let's
He
go.
a real one. Let's go.
All right.
Jim Booth said Hornswoggle was one of his trainers.
Really?
Shout out
on.
to Hornswoggle.
That's dope.
Let's
Wait,
go.
how's the height thing work?
He's from Wisconsin. I know that.
But still, like,
I mean, he can still show you how to wrestle. He wrestled against.
Who you think taught like Big Show how to wrestle? Like
Somebody smaller than
somebody
me.
smaller than him.
sure.
You out here being heightist?
No, I'm like,
Right.
you know, I would think that they would
Jesus.
kind of pair you with somebody around your size.
I mean, it's not all about
Because it's a bunch
like,
of trainers. It's a bunch of people that can train. There's a bunch of wrestlers that's former
Yeah, but
trainers.
they don't
things
have
like
to
that.
Thinking too
with
deep
you
into
to
it.
train.
Right.
That's
All right,
Definitely
anywho.
thinking too deep.
Some housekeeping before we get into our WrestleMania recap. If you have not already, make sure you subscribe to the podcast on the YouTube page.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you share it with somebody you know and show us what that word of mouth do. Because people are going to take what y'all say about the pod a lot more seriously than what we say about it because we own the show. So
Absolutely.
we need your word of mouth to spread the word about the greatness of Tech File here. What did Jeff Booth say? He just understood
I
things.
thought so.
If you work with somebody, they get on their knees. Hey, Jeff already shared the pod on Twitter too.
He
As
did.
well.
Hey,
Appreciate
shout
you,
out.
Jeff.
Appreciate you. You're a real one.
Fiend it.
Real. That's
You're a
real.
real one.
All right, like I said, we doing a WrestleMania recap, so let's not waste no more time. It's a new era.
Are you ready?
And new.
All
I
right.
just realized it's Drew Holiday versus evil Drew Holiday.
I noticed that very early on.
Evil Drew Holiday?
Pat Bev.
Pat Bev, same number, headband,
Mhm.
got the locks.
That was
You know.
same skin complexion.
The same skin.
All right, WrestleMania. Woo! What a weekend. There are people saying this was the greatest WrestleMania of all time. Of all time, they are saying. We won't say if we think that yet. We're gonna get through the card first and wrap up with that. But let's start with the Heat. Best match of the night. Ken,
Of the weekend.
of the weekend. What was the best weekend or the best match?
Yeah. Of course. It was.
Come on.
Okay, he get it out.
He's so excited.
He's so excited.
excited.
No, it was Cody versus
He is giddy.
Getty did
No.
it.
Well,
Cody! He did it! Oh my God!
Story.
I can't get it out!
Oh shit!
He did it! Oh my God!
Oh shit! No man, but yeah, that was definitely that night, man. Hey, I don't even want to say shit else about it and shit. Niggas getting, I got shamed and shit.
You got happy shame.
Niggas get shamed for liking somebody. Yeah,
My man's so excited.
Couldn't even get it out.
Voice starts shaking.
Cody.
Oh shit!
Oh boy.
I'm sure you were happy as a clown.
Hey, as a clown, I don't like clowns. Man.
You
Yeah.
didn't say a clown.
I said clam.
Clam.
Oh, I think instead of clown. I was like, God damn, no, I'm
the
a clown. No,
Like a clown?
Haha, I amuse you.
I don't know, man. Like,
He got tears in his eyes.
I'm laughing. Hey, chill out,
He's
man.
so emotional.
Chill out, man.
Did you want to announce his name when he won? Goddammit!
He'd have been just like Samantha.
Hey,
Man, when she did it, I felt. I felt that. No, but yeah, that was a match of the night, man.
go
My
ahead,
boy.
wipe that tear
Oh,
off.
boy. Hey, I was
Match of the
laughing.
weekend.
I was laughing. Match of the weekend, fam. That was it.
Match of the weekend.
Yeah.
So how'd you watch it?
I watched it at the crib. Me and the missus was watching. I had to tell her she had to leave the room because I didn't know what emotions I was gonna have. She couldn't see me crying over
Hell no,
over some wrestling shit,
She
nigga.
been mad as a mother. Like, oh damn! I
I'm
don't
gonna
see
come
this
in the
much
room
emotion.
trying to get some cheeks, nigga. I just got done crying because Cody won. That shit gonna be fun. It's a wrap. But
Celebratory cheeks.
Exactly. With team.
Why you?
I'm doing this for Cody.
Theme music playing in the background. Holiday.
This is for Cody.
Every stroke, you're like, whoa!
The Cody Crybabies for show. Good
Oh,
lord,
shit.
that is.
But yeah.
I will say, Ken,
Oh,
just to
shit.
take the pressure off you and your emotions.
I gotta get my bearings.
All the emotion came right back. Cody.
I would agree that was the match of the weekend for me as well. I didn't know what to expect with it being a bloodline only move or match.
I'm sorry, too funny. Hey, Tim killing my shit. Hey, I'm getting cooked. I can tell you. I'm definitely getting cooked, bro.
Tim been waiting 5 years.
Hey, oh what?
I see you, my boy.
He definitely been waiting, bro.
I missed you.
He was fully ready, bro.
Real quick before I continue, Jeff said that Cody did something the Bears can't, and that's finish.
Come on, man.
Damn.
Had to go there real quick.
Hey, man, can we block him? I know he a faithful one, bro. We got to get him up out of here for a little bit.
No, but
for a minute.
what I didn't expect with the match, with it being bloodline rules, like I didn't know the two of them were going to wrestle by themselves for so long, and I was really happy about the two of them just having a one-on-one match for a long period of time because the show's going on. I'm like, okay, they gonna get an hour and a half. How long they gonna get for this match? I'm glad they were able to take their time because some people thought the ending was overbooked. I personally enjoyed every single moment of it, especially when Undertaker kidnapped The Rock. That was outstanding because it was probably supposed to be Stone Cold, coming out in that spot, but I feel like it worked probably even better with Taker because of that supernatural, like him just disappearing. I was like, that's hilarious.
And they have a history. Like Stone Cold don't really have a history with Roman. Roman beat Undertaker at WrestleMania.
This is my yard. He came up the next day. This is my yard. Deal with it. That's the match that Taker put his stuff in the middle of the ring for, right?
Came right back anyways.
I mean, yeah. That's why the last ride was 6 episodes. That man was pump faking. But it was a great match.
I don't like to the overbooked portion of it. It's like that was Avengers Endgame.
Thank you.
Like
That's
it
the
should
exact
be
same thing.
overbooked.
Yeah.
Like it should be all the shenanigans, everything that is pro wrestling should be in that spot because it is like the culmination of what, a 4-year story?
The biggest damn story in recent memory.
I mean, and not like Cody's story. I mean, like the
bloodline
altogether.
Stuff. Like if you want to wrap in Cody, like that's from,
2 years.
That's 2 years in itself.
I mean, yes, and also it goes back generations because it's about destiny. It's about him growing up and being under shadow and legacy and all these other things. Like it built on top of each other so beautifully that like it was exercising all the demons. Like it was like really just closing all the loops, closing all the storylines that we built up over time, and really is ushering a new era because it's like a clean break and it's like we can move on into the future.
Yeah, I had at the beginning of the match, like I had a weird feeling, like I was nervous because I was like, fam, like I was like, what? Because I really didn't know what the fuck they was gonna do, and I've been like, I haven't been so like invested, like I was invested. I'm the match starting, I'm watching them come through. I'm like, fam, this is it. Like it's like literally like 2 years leads up to like this moment right here.
Wanna go home?
So then it's like, damn, like I love the journey that I was on, but then it's like thinking like, okay, like it's gonna be over. Like at the end of this match, like like how is that gonna feel, or what does next feel like, or what does next look like? So yeah, it was like a bittersweet type thing.
And to that point though, like what made Cody's win feel so triumphant was the fact that Roman Reigns was such a big bad. Like he really was Thanos. Like without Roman Reigns being who he was and being seen as just like this big bad who was super hard to topple, like Cody's victory wouldn't even feel as good. With everything that Cody went through with The Rock coming back, the beatings that man took, getting called boy all over the place, the whippings, the blood, the mama rolls, all of that, like it's beautiful because everybody wanted to see Roman finally taken down, and he finally lost. His peoples came out. It did not matter. Other people came out who had, like you mentioned, beef with Roman at some point or the other, or at least with the bloodline, because even Cena with Solo Sikoa, it's like, well, he just got beat down.
He just thumbed me into oblivion a couple months ago. Like,
Oblivion.
Thumbed him into oblivion as well.
And there was enough doubt in me to be like, would they switch? Oh yeah, we definitely acknowledge our tribal chief. I'm gonna always acknowledge Roman. But like, it was enough doubt for me to be like, would they maybe let Roman retain?
That's what I was thinking. I was like, because it was there. That it was an inch. Like, fam, they can do it. They can let this niggas win. Then I'm be like, I'm really gonna be upset, fam. Like I was like, they really done got me for real. I'm like, oh Lord, have mercy.
Brother, I was ready to troll so hard.
Man, I wouldn't have been here. I ain't gonna lie to you. I would have been like, I'm
not
sick.
Even you. I'm just saying, like in the stadium, like there was a little kid sitting in front of me.
Oh,
like,
let's
go, Cody.
Why that would have been? travesty, bro.
I actually seen a video, or I don't know if it was a reel or a TikTok of a kid who was crying because Roman lost because he was only 4. So literally his entire life, all he was Roman was the champ.
Yeah,
I was like,
his hero.
yeah, I can see that. Like,
yeah,
damn.
Okay, like
it's
like 2 points I want to make about Cody.
Okay.
Like I'm a true Cody fan. Like it's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like it's people that came about like when
that jumped on the bandwagon.
Jumped on the bandwagon, and that's cool. Like I appreciate y'all. Like if y'all see it, but like I literally like saw this man in AEW and like holding it down. Like it took him a minute to even get to. He helped everybody else get to the top before he even did. But to see like all the work he put in, you know, getting shitted on when he was with the WWE before, but then coming back, being a prodigal son, making everything count, and then being like the ultimate babyface and being like literally like it's Roman and you. Like for you to jump up to be that close to be that dude, like that's super dope. So it means more than just like him winning the championship, you know, for pops or whatever. But like watching his journey coming back and be like, fam, like this is all you wanted. Like this is what you want to be the dude. Like you wanted to be that guy. You put in literally all the work, and you finally got it. Like that's dope. Like that's the biggest story to me.
To that point, like he was basically the same character in AEW.
Yeah,
correct?
he's same exact character.
Same exact character, and they booed him out of the building.
Out the building. Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like this man could. He damn near got the
John Cena.
Yeah. He definitely got that treatment. So, but yeah,
which is like. It's probably even more vindication. I don't want to speak for you, like, as a fan, like it's probably more vindication because, like, dude was right. He knew what he was doing.
He didn't change.
He knew that character would connect with a crowd. It's just like not the crowd that he was in front of at first. But,
exactly.
Like, came ported that whole thing over.
Literally didn't change nothing. Like music the same. Like outfit the same. Like literally, like he didn't change nothing. All his moveset, the same fucking moveset. The only thing he added was the Cody Cutter from the ropes. He wasn't doing that in AEW.
That was nice.
Yeah.
I was actually laughing with Sam about Cody's journey because I was like, they really they built him up. He came the first year. Everybody's like, oh yeah, he finna just go ahead and take it. Like, nah, nope. Your ass got to get punished for that. You left, so you ain't finna get this right away. Mm-hmm. And now you got a set program with Brock Lesnar for the next 4 months.
See, you call it a punishment, and I call it him
he was earning his stripes, correct? But it was more so to me. It was like you really gonna have to work for this. If you want this, now what you gonna do? Here you go. Yeah. Okay, now you done lost that Mania. Mm-hmm. Now you done got a program set up. Now you got to deal with Brock for the next 4 to 6 months. three pay-per-views straight. You got to go ahead and you wrestle through injuries and shit. Like you wrestle the top guys the entire time though. Yeah. But it was more so like we're gonna put you through this to see where you are by the end of this, and if you can go ahead and deal with this, we got you.
And that's not even like just TV. Like he fought at like every fucking house show too. So it's like he been wrestling. Like he just ain't been, just around and just being like he been putting the work in.
But like I don't want to bring this back as I told you so. But like these literally things that I said like after WrestleMania last year. It's like his story was too easy. Like he came in, he beat Seth ass like 3 times in a row, got hurt, went out, came back, won a Rumble, and then he was in the main event. Like there was no story there really. Like that was all just like
it took a year to.
It was Rise, really, you know what I mean? Like so he had to go through like to earn not like him, Cody Rhodes had to earn it, but like the character had to earn it so that people would actually like care about it, and it like kind of propels you through. Because like people have been on that journey, like you said, like it was an emotional like release for people because like they've seen him go through everything to get to this point.
That's why I was bigger than just like
that match. Because I'm not even a Cody fan, and he won, and I wanted Roman to win. I'm not gonna lie. And when Cody won, I was like, he did, and I loved Michael Cole's call on the count because it's the 1, 2, 3, and you hear Michael Cole finish the story, and it's ding, 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 and I was just like, dang, like. Perfect call from Michael Cole, putting respect on his name. Samantha crying when she's doing the announcement, like it was perfect. It was all worth it. It was all worth it. Like
I was very loud, pro Roman the whole match, and as soon as the bell rang, like I'm cheering and doing all that stuff. Because like it's being in the crowd, like it's a really crazy environment, and I don't even know if I can put into words really what it is. Because it's like every time WrestleMania comes up and everybody's talking about the timeline, people, I can't believe y'all watched that fake shit. And it's like, we all know that it's scripted. We all know that's predetermined. Like, it's a form of entertainment. Like, we're not here breaking it down like, oh, he pulled off that Cody cutter and that was what did it. You know what I mean? Like, we're not breaking it down that level. Like, it's very much like a meta conversation. And like the suspension of disbelief is kind of like, that's when you know that it's working. You know what I mean? Like, where you can be like immersed in it and get caught up in everything, and then like really have true emotions for this thing that you know on a conscious level is they're pulling strings. Like, you can kind of see the why, you know, like when that immersion happens, like it's a really weird thing. So like I said, like I was in it, like I'm cheering, I'm like, yeah, boo, like I'm really I'm not an animated person at all, and I was like really loud and vocal like through that entire thing. Like, I shout out to Camille, because like I don't remember which day it was when I was texting you guys. You were like, be a fan, enjoy yourself, and I'm thinking, I'm like, yeah, like this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Like, really get into it, be loud. Like night one being cold as fuck, like didn't help. Night two being better weather wise, and again, like really just sitting there and enjoying myself, bring myself back to being a kid. Also shout out to my brother for getting us the tickets on night two.
No, that's that was definitely the best match of the night. What a way to end the weekend. Like, that was a perfect one. Since you gave your favorite match, did we all agree for Cody Roman as the best match? Okay, so my second favorite match from the weekend was the match that actually started night two, which was Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins for the championship. With this includes the Damian Priest cash in. Like, that's part of the match, which is what took it to the next level for me. Because listen, when Drew started that match off with that Claymore, I was like, oh, that's about to be it.
I was like, quick.
I was like, quick. We've seen at WrestleMania where it's a quick finisher and then the match is over.
I was gonna be so pissed because like I looked away and I heard, oh, and then I was like, wait, what happened?
He on the mat.
I'm like, kick out.
I'm not ready for this.
I missed it.
But I mean, Seth came in beat up, super beat up from that tag match the night before, which I thought was pretty good as well. So like going into it, like, he's probably not going to retain this title. Like, it's going to take a valiant effort for him to do so. And in his loss, I thought it still was a valiant effort. It took like 5 Claymores to put him out. He hustled through. You saw him fighting through the knee. I love the storytelling in the match. I love Drew taking a moment to tweet, bored at work,
that
LOL, during the match. And then the CM Punk on commentary, and the fact that Drew McIntyre wins the title. He gets his little moment in front of the fans cheering. So he finally won a championship with fans in attendance. He got to feel what that felt like. And he turned his moment into a CM Punk moment, which was so ironic given in that whole build up. He spent his time telling Seth Rollins, like, you're not focused on me. You messing up. He won the title and he focused on CM Punk. CM Punk said to his face, like, why are you here if this is your moment in my face? CM Punk got fed up. Little bap. The little arm brace. Right. That brace come off, and then that music hitting out. CM Punk's face when he saw Damian Priest coming, like, you saw the shock, and then like the I'm here for this, actually. Yeah. Stop. Like, come and do this. And Damian Priest cashing in after Judgment Day lost both their tag titles. Dom lost. Like, it was perfect. I loved everything about that match.
Oh, that's fair. I was sad that he had to lose it, but I was still like, Seth.
A great reign.
Everybody
he definitely worked his ass off.
Like, Seth and Roman need time. I can understand. Well, I don't know, more so Roman, but Seth for sure. Like, he's been held together by paper clips and bubblegum for a little bit now. So Seth definitely needs time off just to heal. Like, his storyline with Shinsuke for a minute was his back. But then he had the knee thing off and on throughout his reign. He had all kind of ailments and issues, and you can see him like he was truly hurt at different points. Like, you can see it. And it's like, at some point, even though you're the fighting champ, like,
you need a break.
You need a break. Yeah. Like, he truly made that title worthwhile. He truly made it worth fighting for one of the. Like, Gunther, the same way that Gunther made the Intercontinental Championship very relevant. He made that championship. Hey, look, y'all looking at it as Roman got the number 1 belt, I got number 2. No, I'm gonna try to make this as number 1 as possible. So it's like 1A and 1B. Like,
that is a beautiful title.
Yeah,
the best looking one, way better than the Big W.
And like, first of all, everybody at WrestleMania weekend has a fucking belt or multiple belts. Like, those niggas coming in with like one around the waist, one each shoulder.
Heavy ass belts.
They heavy and expensive. But no, the one that looks the best in person is Seth's belt, which is always going to be Seth's belt. Mm-hmm. Which is crazy, you know what I mean? Like, in Triple H, I think he tweeted out either yesterday or the day before, where he was like, "If you want to take a title and make it mean something, like, you give it to Seth Rollins," and that's a
fact. That's a fact. So yeah, I love that match. I love the cash in and everything with that. We're gonna talk about entrances later, so I won't talk about Seth's entrance, but I love that match. What was your favorite outside of those two?
I'm gonna actually take it to Saturday morning.
Oh, you going NXT?
NXT. Trick Mello.
I still gotta watch it.
I enjoyed the entrances. Like, I was talking to Noman about them. He's like, NXT was a good show. And he was like, he's like, I'm still waiting for it to hit me the way it used to when it was the old black and gold. He was like, it's still like, I'm not saying it's not good, because it is. He's like, it still isn't.
Black and gold used to still the weekend.
Like, you would watch those and be like, this is about to be the best show of the entire weekend, no matter what the main roster does. Like,
I think to a degree, like, they're going away from like work rate stuff because AEW got that. So it's like they're trying to fill a niche. And like, actually, like, I feel like the storytelling part of it that we're really lamenting WWE main roster for is kind of like being fostered in NXT. Like, they're doing a lot more storyline based stuff, which makes, like, to the point that I made earlier, like, makes the wrestling itself mean more. Like, I think that's my disconnect with AEW, is that it's just like wrestling for wrestling's sake. It's like, I need the story behind it. I need to. Never mind, I'm not gonna make that joke. But like, I need the storyline. I don't just need action. Like, you know.
I know where you were gonna go with this. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, but I agree.
Right. So it's
you talking about pornos?
He just had to say it out loud.
Kinky.
For those who didn't get it, you know what I'm saying?
But then they didn't know. It wasn't for them to know.
That's why I let them know.
That's why it's my duty
to please that to tell you about it. But no, I did enjoy it because, like, it is the story behind it, and it's like, for the first time, two black men headlined the WrestleMania weekend show, at least on WWE. I don't know about like all the independent stuff that goes on, but Trick is still like getting the wrestling part down, but like, you could tell Mello was doing everything that he could to make him look as good as possible, and like, they put on a really entertaining match. Again, like, I just enjoyed it. The atmosphere was great.
So what all events did you go to while you were in Philly?
NXT night 1, night 2.
Okay, so you didn't go to Raw after?
I did not. No, okay. That's for the degenerates. Like, I was wrestled out by the end. I know Jeff said he went to 10 shows over the weekend.
Yeah, that's a lot of wrestling.
I believe Dustin asked you, how was it when the Undertaker bell?
I will get to that when we talk about surprises.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Beautiful.
Fair enough.
Tim, what was your favorite match outside of those three from the weekend?
I really enjoyed the honestly, I enjoyed BW3. So I'm calling it Bianca, Jade, and Naomi's match. I enjoyed the match itself. I enjoyed the entrances as well.
I was hoping that you would bring it back full circle and say the six man.
Yeah,
16
but he didn't.
tag.
No, that's my third one.
You have to justify it. Never mind. Anyway,
but
that was your moment of vindication. You just whiffed.
I missed it. But no, I thoroughly enjoyed that match because of the fact that, one, it was just a showcase. Like, we knew that in essence it was not necessarily a squash match, but we knew it was going to be Jay's showcase for sure. But just seeing it, seeing how it finally came together, seeing how it finally happened for him, seeing it on the WrestleMania, seeing just like, I enjoyed the entrance, I enjoyed the teamwork, I enjoyed the in-ring work, I enjoyed pretty much that whole match. Like, I thought it was fun from top to bottom. I enjoyed seeing like just the display that they really put Jade front and center when she came in, and then there was a point where I was watching it and okay, she got all the power moves off, and then they jumped her. And I was like, okay, now you got to wrestle. Now let's see what you look like outside of just spot here, spot here, spot here. What can you do? Let's see you roll around for a little bit. And she did not disappoint, to me, at least. Like, when I say she, Jade. Bianca's always going to be Bianca, like
doing her thing.
So for them to get the spots together for the finishers, like I said, I enjoyed the entire match. It was one of my favorite matches from the weekend. Yeah,
that's fair. The reason that it didn't crack like my top is I felt like it was too short. Like the match felt a little rushed to me. I wish they could have got like 5-10 more minutes in that match to keep telling us, because I wanted to see more of it. Like it was still really quick with what we saw of Jade in ring. I was like, I just want a little bit more. Like it left me wanting more. Love the entrances. Love that they seem to be a faction for real, like the three of them. And
came out like a Beyonce Renaissance.
Yes, they every like different Renaissance acts for the most part. But yeah, I thought it was I wanted more from it, so that's why I ended up dropping it some in my list, because I was just like, what a tease.
Because we're here, can I get my blow the whistle out the way now?
Sure. Although wait, let me hold on. I think I might have put it as my weekend low. No, go ahead.
All right. We don't need to drop, it's fine. My blow the whistle is on really the ads in general, but specifically the ones that seem kind of targeted and that were kind of racially stereotypical. So for example, the the tag team match between Rey Mysterio, Andrade, Dom, and
Santos.
Legado del Fantasma. Well, is it all of them?
No, it was just Santos and Dom.
like that one was brought to you by Minute Agua Frescas, which
yep.
Come on now. That's then crazy. The match that Tim was just talking about was presented by Wingstop. And then the match that had Bobby Roode and Street Profits was brought to you
Bobby
by
Lashley.
I said Bobby Roode, my bad. Bobby Lashley, and the Street Profits was brought to you by Snoop Dogg's Gin and Juice. Like, one, I'm willing to. That's just a coincidence. But 3 times, bro. Like,
hey, they went there, was like, give them what they want. I mean, what
Now, me and Sam was talking about it, and I was like, on the opposite side of that's a spicy meatball. I was like, but at the same time, their marketing department, they got the data. Because even
give them what they want.
Even during the gin and juice match, me and Sam laughed about it. She was, by the end of the match, she was like, I think I'm gonna try that gin and juice. That's why they got this shit here. Because they knew somebody ass was gonna say that shit. I was like, they got the data, my nigga.
I don't have a problem with that. It's more so attaching it to the matches that they attached it to. Like if you put,
they could have just put it on any match.
But I told all that they knew that black people was gonna support the black teams. They knew that black people was gonna come out here and be like, all right, they love chicken.
He said racism works in this marketing.
But shit, most of the time, it's targeted for a reason.
They should have threw a watermelon flavor something in that motherfucker. Might as well. Just to put some, sprinkle some watermelon on that shit.
Chicken Mellow brought to you by watermelon flavor.
Watermelon flavor.
Watermelon Ciroc.
Well, brought to you by non-laters and shit. Hey, no, that watermelon Ciroc, you know what I'm saying? That wasn't bad.
As Keith Sweat would say, Ciroc.
But I was cracking up, and so when she said that, I was like, "This is why they did that shit."
I'm not gonna lie. By the end, I wanted to know what Agua Fresca was about. I was just curious. I was like, "That sounds very refreshing."
It worked.
That wasn't even targeted towards me, quote unquote.
You think it wasn't?
Hey, Jeff said no Kool-Aid. LO, I'm joking.
Yeah, no, and like, how'd y'all feel about the Prime logo in the middle?
So, I thought the Prime logo would have looked better if it wasn't in a bottle in the middle of the ring. If it just said Prime, but the ones in the bell buckle had the actual bottle logo. Mm-hmm. I like that the ads were only on WrestleMania, that they weren't on Raw. Mm-hmm. Like, I was like, that's nice. I can deal with a pay-per-view with a bunch of ads. What I didn't like is the Slim Jim stuff with LA Knight. Like, the bag got to be real big for real big for me to forego my own WrestleMania entrance to come out and throw out Slim Jims.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he didn't. Like, it makes sense for Logan Paul because Prime is his company.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah,
like, and then he always got his little social influencer in the bottle. Like,
I show speed.
It works for him, but like, LA Knight had to have his first WrestleMania is Slim Jim forever.
Yeah,
he might be getting the bag.
Yeah, I mean, like, but also think about like how iconic Slim Jim and Macho Man are. Mm-hmm. So like, I don't think it's the worst thing to be associated with as a wrestler.
It but it ain't gotta be my entrance.
That's fair. That's fair.
He could have just came, after me. Oh, look, I won because I ate a Slim Jim before the match.
I also thought it was funny, like the woman that won the cars. Like,
she seemed like she didn't know nothing.
She didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Like, also, like that's the last. Well, I mean, it's probably the best person to get that car to, but she's not gonna appreciate that.
Jeff said, "I'm wondering where were the white people targeted ads? They did have a do
How about
wipes.
the do wipes?
Do wipes, bro.
For was that Jeff or Jimmy and Jay? Was do wipes? I think
it was out there on a ring post for a while.
It was, but they were that was the around the ring.
And then there was the was it an insurance company?
That was for the main event.
You know what? Damn it! I hated that too because it threw me off. Because like they had like a white background, and then like for the first like 5 minutes of the match, I'm like, what's that red thing on the ring? Because it looked like the ring had like blended into like the white ad. So I'm just like trying to really like figure it out. But I guess all of this talk basically like proves their point where like it got us to pay attention. It got us talking about it, and that whatever. But
it's icky feeling.
No, for real.
Like, I'm not getting rid past that.
Right. I'm not an anti-ads person because it's like that's what keeps all this stuff moving. But one, it does seem like they pared down a lot of things, and maybe it was like the stage was much smaller than it has been in recent years.
That's a Triple H thing. He said like I like smaller sets, which is why the NXT and the Raw sets were super minimal. But he's like, I don't really like gaudy sets. Like sometimes I think a little bit less is more. Like WrestleMania can be big, but it ain't got to be like
the stage ain't got to be the focus.
Yeah,
that's fair.
All right.
Also allows for more people to attend.
That's what he wanted
behind the ring.
That's what Triple H. He said that's more important to him than having a big set, having more people in the building. Best entrances from WrestleMania weekend. Tim, why don't you start us off since we started with Ken last time?
Mine is a tie between Bianca, Naomi, and Jade.
That's why you like that match.
Dude, Jade was.
That's why you like that match.
I had a friend over who was watching with us.
Never seen none. No, never seen none.
He ain't never seen none of them before. And it like one popped up, and he was like, "Oh my god, what's her Instagram?" And someone else popped up. He's like, "No, who is that?" And then Naomi came in. He was like, "Oh my god!"
But he didn't recognize it until when she turned around. He was like, "Damn! Wait a minute."
I'm following. He's like, "What's the Instagram for real?" Like he was literally on the couch.
Then when Jade came out though,
Naomi was his favorite. He was like, she's the one.
He ain't wrong.
But
he ain't wrong at all.
But it works both ways because like I saw a clip of Kathy Kelly, right? I guess she has like a podcast, and she like showed a woman that had never watched wrestling before a picture of Roman Reigns. She was like, I'm gonna be watching every week. I acknowledge my tribal team.
He made when he saw Roman, he went, excuse me, is that man married? And we were like, yeah. He's like, good. We can't have someone like that on the streets taking all these other women from us. How are we gonna compete with that? But yeah, Bianca, Jade, and Naomi.
Yeah, I love their entrance. Like you said, it was the different stages of Beyonce's renaissance. So them like really leaning into that. It was tied between them and then Seth Rollins. I
think someone else had Seth. So
it was what are they?
The parade one or the first one?
The parade one where it was I think it was the Philly Street Band or something like that, what they were called or something like that.
I think they called Mummers. Yeah.
I thought like Seth Rollins thing.
Let's save it because someone else got Seth.
Okay,
you got Bianca.
I'll piggyback when you get over there.
Yeah. What was your favorite entrance?
My favorite participation entrance was Yeet.
Yeet.
I don't know what the fuck Lil Wayne was saying.
He was out there gibberish.
He was just jumping around, yelling and shit.
But I was too wrapped up in participating, so like that was fun. My actual favorite entrance though was Roman. Like they made
Night 2.
Yeah, Night 2 Roman
with the choir,
with the choir and the orchestra, and like it made his already kind of like big theme even more. I don't want to say triumphant, but like it really made like it feel like a big match, like a big presentation. Like it was very. I don't know. Like it spoke to me. I don't know.
No, I definitely feel. I thought it was a top entrance as well. I'm gonna go with
Whoop That Trick was also fun.
They was going crazy in NXT with that one.
Somehow offbeat. I don't understand how that's possible.
They was yeeting off beat too, and Jay was leading them on how to move their arms, and they was still waving their hands, but they just don't care. I'm like, what are you going up and down?
Why is you going this way?
Right.
What the hell's going on?
My favorite entrance was The Rock coming out. I just love his entrance as it is already. Then he had like the Brahma Bull and the fire. I was like, that's cold.
With the thunder, with the new music.
Man, when it switch over from the OG to the version.
I was like, this guy is fucking good, man. Like every time he come out, I'm like, no, he's fucking The Rock is fucking good, man.
Like it, that entrance had me like, this is what I'm talking about here. With his little bell bottoms, me and him was matching.
Bell bottoms. Bro be coming out with the flared joints like a motherfucker. I'm like,
somebody
Lord.
was at my house while the tag match was going on, and The Rock came back, and I was like, "Oh, you watching old wrestling?" And I was like, "No," I was like, "This is The Rock now and shit." I was like, he came back. Then they sat down and watched me. I was like, "Oh, what?" I was like, "Yeah, fam." I had to do the whole little rundown and shit. He had to bring him up to speed.
First of all,
yeah, exactly. Fuck him in the crew he rolled in.
What was your favorite entrance?
Mine was
Cody Rhodes.
Cody.
Chill out, man.
He had the mask in his wife.
That's beautiful.
The wife was
like
bringing the wife out. That was a chef kiss. Let him know your wife black, B. They be forgetting. He got a black card. They be forgetting, B. But mine was Seth. Night 2. Seth Night 2 was super dope. Seth always like everybody singing his song. He's super flamboyant.
Real
like
extra,
like Seth is that dude.
It wasn't until they all came down around the ring and marched around that I was like, okay, this is cold. Like it wasn't until that. At first I was like, what's happening?
It reminded me of old dude from NXT.
Adam Rose.
Yes.
Oh, with the rosebuds.
That's what I said when I was watching. I was like, oh, he got his rosebuds.
That is funny. That is
but Seth thing is like he's always peacocking. Honestly. So like this fits 280. Like the bright colors, even what he wore.
He was peacock
both nights. Like that's just what he does. I was like, so I can see it. Like, and then he came out matching everybody else and shit. I was like,
he was the head of the mummers.
Hell yeah.
No, that was for sure. I agree. Did any match outperform your expectations, or like something that you weren't excited about, and then as it's going on, you was like, "Dang, this is actually kind of tight."
Yeah, I got one.
I'm gonna take it back to NXT, and I don't think did any of y'all watch it?
I haven't watched it.
I watched the main event.
Nope.
Okay, so there was a triple threat between Obafemi,
I seen clips,
Dijak, and Josh Briggs, and like I've only seen Obafemi in clips, and like the other two I could give fuck all about. But all of them are big as hell, and they were just like beating the shit out of each other. Like at one point, Obafemi like picked the other two up off the turnbuckle, and like dropped them. It was just a really good match, and like again, like going in cold, like I got sucked into that match and was like cheering my head off like the entire time.
That's dope.
Real quick, Jeff did say that Io Sky had the best entrance for him as well, and Dustin said his wife made some comments as well about Roman. You can't help it, and he be swinging that belt around. I'm like, I know what that's supposed to mean. Anywho,
right, though.
Is it not?
Hey, settle down.
Is it not?
It is.
Is it not?
My mind never went there.
It's very
he
phallic.
Talking to me,
it's very phallic.
Exactly.
He knows what he's doing. Well, he knew what he was doing. He ain't got no belt no more.
Yeah.
Anywho,
tough break.
Wait, why Drew McIntyre called Damian Priest?
I forget what he called him, but it was one of the internet's
exhibitionist.
Exhibitions.
Basically, he said like, "Oh, dominatrix, Undertaker."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was He
was upset. They've been going crazy on him.
I'm saying they've been going crazy on Twitter. You can't even say what they were saying.
All right.
What match was never mind.
That's what. Yeah, exactly.
What match or moment outperformed for you?
What was the street fight?
What Bobby Lashley?
Yeah, Bobby Lashley.
Saying
the gin and juice match.
I
was because going into it, I didn't have any experts. I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch. Black.
I'm with you on that.
Black everything. But then after, I was like, oh damn, that was actually a really good match.
It was the fun match of the weekend. It was one of those. They always have one where it's like, oh, they got a old superstar come back, like having a nostalgia moment, things of that nature. That match ended up being. I wasn't expecting that to be that way because I really put no stake in their match either. I'm like,
same. Felt like it was added so last minute. It was like,
like they've been beefing, but it
ain't really
WrestleMania,
right?
Yeah.
And then Snoop on commentary was just,
that's
that
needed.
Man was gold.
We need to add that needs to be added at least once a month or something.
That, like it's worth watching back for Snoop. Like they had a botch in the ring. Snoop saved it with the commentary. Like Snoop saving botches in ring and on the commentary. Like that man is gold.
That shit tough. That shit hard. That shit hard.
That's how they end the match. But he's like, that's hard. That's hard.
Like Snoop just talking throughout the match, just being himself was.
It was beautiful.
Fun.
It was great.
He was being a fan. Like that's dope.
And like to give you like that match, I went back and watched it with Snoop's commentary because y'all made comments about it. But like even in the arena without the commentary, like it was still like very fun.
Yeah.
Like especially like the spots with Bubba, like doing the table and the one side.
I will say too with that match. Damn, I thought I just left that quick. Oh, the order of the card. And those both nights they started off with one of the title matches, a big opener, and then the next match, night one, it was the 6-pack match, and then night two, it was the street fight. And I'm like, you go from the big match to the gimmick match with the spots, and then you continue on. I see the formula that you have. But I guess since y'all said that one, I'm gonna go with the 6-pack tag match. That was probably actually my favorite match Saturday night. Like it was a spot fest. It was really fun. R-Truth getting the hot tag. Like that man's hilarious.
He is.
When he got I didn't expect Grayson Waller and them to get the titles. That was an actual shock where I was like, dang, like y'all. Okay.
That was truly like, and they got it early.
Quick.
I was like, what the fuck is this?
Quick. And then R-Truth and Miz getting the titles. I love seeing him get his moment. R-Truth in particular, because he ain't never won at WrestleMania. So like he finally got a win. He got a title. He almost got blown off the ladder. He did say that. He's like, y'all see me? The wind almost took me.
Goddamn.
They was out there on that janky ass ladder.
And he had to hold on. He said he held on. He was like, you see how heavy these belts are? It's 2 of them. And they on this thing where you got to try to take it off the whole thing. He's like, it was heavy and it was windy.
I was anticipating, like that was one of my more anticipated matches leading into the weekend. Like, and
that's why it's supposed to be the match you said right now.
Yeah, it surprised me at how much I enjoyed it. Like that was probably like my high spot of the first night. What was your surprise match?
Bailey versus Io.
You had low expectations going in?
Kind of like with the Street Profits match. Like I understood the story behind them, but I wasn't expecting.
Bill didn't do it for you?
Not really. Like, you know, it was one like Io had a run, but it really didn't do much.
I was trying to think about who was she feuded with, like since she's had the title?
Nobody really except for Bailey. Like an actual feud, it was just Bailey.
That's it.
Nobody else. Everybody else was kind of like running.
She's had matches,
right?
Like they haven't been.
But they haven't been feuds. And then this build to this match was still like, it was just a full circle moment for Bailey more so than the Bailey trying to come for the champ type thing. It was more so a reclamation story for Bailey. It was more so like, this is what we're trying to do. We're gonna finish this story with Bailey. We're gonna finish the full circle thing. And I don't know, with Io, it just like I had no problem with her being the champ. It's just it really didn't do much. So them actually putting on a really, really, really good match was more so my like, oh shit, like they really like. Don't get me wrong, I don't have no problem with them as wrestlers. Like they're both fantastic in-ring performers, and they both put on a show. Like I enjoyed that a lot more than I thought it would.
No, they wrestled in that match.
Like they put on a really good, and it was just one-on-one. It was no interference or nothing. It was like, hey, we gonna do this. You either gonna take me out or you ain't. Like, and I enjoyed that aspect of it too, because I really thought Damage Control was gonna do something, which would call Bianca them back out. I was hoping. But it didn't happen, which is fine. Like I said, I was cool with the one-on-one.
Yeah, it worked out. I feel it. Okay, let's talk about low point. What was the weekend low for you? And it looks like we all have the same answer. So
the Usos.
I'll start because that was the one I was looking most forward to.
You did all that yeeting. Yeeting all over yourself.
Yeah, let's just say the yeet was the high spot because it was all downhill from there. And like as I'm watching, I'm like, maybe I'm missing something on commentary. Like maybe there's some context that like, you know, or maybe they're saying things to each other in the ring that I can't hear from, you know, where I was sitting. And then like I saw the reaction online. I'm like, nah, everybody said this was shit. So yeah, it's like it's weird because like Jay is so like maybe it's like a Styles make fight type of thing. It's like they do the same exact shit.
It was identical,
dude.
Like Jeff said, 20 super kicks.
But you could have made like that the story. It's like we know exactly what the other person's gonna do. So like, how do you counter it? Like who brings out like a new
finisher? Yeah,
right. That like kind of surprised the other one because it's like they're twins, they identical. Like it should be something, but it's just like it was slow.
Yep,
it was the same shit. Like spamming super kicks, spamming splashes.
Yep,
it's like it really exposed like the lack of diversity in their move sets.
Yeah.
And it's like I've enjoyed both of them as singles wrestlers, but it's like they're going up against different people. So like the match is like, again, like styles make fights. So like if you have the same exact style, like it's gonna make for a pretty lackluster.
I'd have thought they was in the kitchen cooking some shit up leading up to this. Like, boy, we finna put on a show.
Exactly.
And I think that's what most people expected. Like, because they're brothers
or
and
beat
twins,
the shit out of each other. Like it should be something.
Yeah. Like, they finna. A lot of anticipation was they finna put on a show because they know, like, this is their finding their time to display. Hey, this is what the Usos, this is us individually, whatever the case may be. This is me and my brother. Like, we already be turning up and shit like that. Like, we finna put on a show. And them motherfuckers just kick the shit out of each other.
Slowly.
20 is on the low end. 20 super kick is on the low end. I know Shawn Michaels in the back punching the air because damn, boy.
I hate that, fam.
Did you see the clip with him, Taker, and Triple H? They was watching some match and they was talking about that because it was like plenty super kicks in the match. And he was watching just kind of like, and Triple H was like, yo, move the new DDT. And I was like,
damn near.
It really is. Like everybody doing it's not a finisher.
That was my favorite finisher. Fam.
It was mine.
Can't nobody kick the motherfucker in the mouth like Sean though.
I tell you what though.
He used to kick the shit out of
But through the jaw, boy.
We went through the weekend and was could this be the best brother versus brother match? And I said,
no,
not even close.
Jeff was better than that.
Yeah, it was.
Not
at least they had
close.
ladders and stuff. Like
they beat the shit out of each other. Like, damn.
That was absolutely the low.
Although, like, now that we say that, like, maybe like they were, because they knew what they were doing night two. It's like the spear off the stage. Like, you don't.
I thought so, but
that.
like
that's one spot.
Yeah, no, not after what I saw Seth put his body through this weekend.
Well, no. I'm not saying like they didn't have a fight. I'm saying like they didn't want, like, if they have like a brawl that does like all these crazy high spots, they did like take some of the luster off of, you know, the night two.
Hell, they would have added to it. Like, y'all motherfuckers been jumping off of ladders, getting hit with chairs. Now you spearing off of the stage?
Shoot.
I would have been like, dog, they went crazy this weekend for sure. Nah, they just, I know their leg hurt.
Which night had the better show? Saturday, WrestleMania Saturday or WrestleMania Sunday?
Sunday. That's a shock the hell out of me.
I was most looking forward to night one, and night two came and blew the doors off.
Indubitably.
All right. Who was the MVP of WrestleMania 40?
I got mine, Seth Rollins.
I agree.
From the storytelling to like how he lost the title. Well, starting at the tag match with him and Cody, then how he lost the title, then when he came in with the Shield stuff on, but he was saying that exactly what he was going to do without saying it. Like he said it like 2 weeks ago. Like I will be your shield. He was like, I know how to defeat Roman. I know what triggers him or whatever. And it showed like Roman could have hit Cody and ended the match, but he was so triggered and so pissed because he never got his revenge.
Never let that shit go.
He never let it go,
and that's what cost him in the end.
That's what and it cost him ultimately.
Yep.
So then that cues up their feud next, and SummerSlam probably.
Yeah, he's telling you to get more in the camera.
Oh, my bad. I'm disappeared.
But no, I definitely agree with that. Like Seth we already knew he wasn't 100% coming into WrestleMania, coming off the injury, and that man threw his body around that tag match.
MVP
got worked by Drew McIntyre, and then still came back out later just to get worked again in another. He didn't get no offense in his spot during that Cody Roman match. He just came and did his job. He helped Seth because he knew too, like, I'm in Roman's head, like it's unfallible. Like, big shout out to Seth Rollins.
Absolutely,
that's
MVP.
mine as well.
Yeah, I feel like they didn't get a really good shot of what he did. So like he because like on the TV it looked like he just like
jumped in the ring and got beat.
And then got punched. Like he actually he slid in the ring. He was selling his injuries. But he's like slow and got up, and then he like tacked back. Like, so he had the Rock dead to rights, and then Roman came out
with the spear.
No, I ain't doing this. Shit ain't happening again. You ain't hit nobody else in the back, in the back with a chair. Not on my watch. But yeah, no, I agree. That would have been my pick, but because everybody else picked it, I'm gonna go Triple H.
I mean,
I like that.
I mean, they made a lot of. Everybody was talking about how great that man was all weekend, from the Hall of Fame to Paul Heyman saying, "I'm a Paul Levesque guy." Like,
and Stephanie coming out with her thing.
That was a shock.
That was my surprise. But yeah, Triple H definitely had a good weekend. Like, this is his first WrestleMania, the new era of WWE under his vision. He put on a great show.
Yeah.
Tim, who was yours? MVP.
Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode is one of the producers in the back. No. Bobby Roode was the producer of the 2 main events on night 1
the tag
and 2.
And
yeah. Those are arguably the best matches on either night. You can make a case for him, but for him to have that night 1 match, that tag match, I think they said it was like the second longest wrestling match.
It was like 45 minutes long.
Second longest match in wrestling.
They could have probably shaved off
at least
10
no,
minutes.
I'd say at least 10, yeah.
Easily with the interest this guy there.
No, I'm not counting that.
Not even
I mean, the match itself.
Yeah, it didn't have to be that long.
But yeah, and then to have produced or help produce, he co-produced the main event for night 1 and 2. Like him transitioning from the ring to actually being a producer behind the curtain, and some of the better matches that we've seen recently has been produced by him. It's been like, okay, you found your thing.
You found something. And real quick, 'cause we didn't talk about that tag match, but I was really curious as to how The Rock was going to look. He looked like he'd been wrestling.
Yeah.
Like for real. Like he looked like he's been wrestling. And that's the biggest compliment I can give him. His timing was good. Yeah. Like the spots were good.
He didn't try to do too much.
Nope. He stayed in his pocket.
Stayed in his hand.
Like
he knew it worked for him.
It was good.
The thing that highlighted for me is that like the Attitude Era has a very specific style.
Yeah.
And I didn't I realized it, but like I didn't realize it in practice, like the way, like how much different it is now. Cause like that was definitely an Attitude Era match. That was definitely, you know, like they had the little in-ring part, but then they brought the little crowd. It was kind of like a cluster, and but you know, like nowadays it's like all about like getting your spots in, doing you know, spamming finishers, doing all that other stuff. It's like it's very simple storytelling, but it's very effective. It's like half a brawl. Also, the Bucks are pissing me off.
I don't even care how this game finished no more after seeing Giannis crumple down with no contact.
I'm hoping it's just a cramp.
That's the hope.
I'm seeing it right now. Like he just started jogging, and then he just.
Oh, I mean, I saw it in live.
I seen y'all saw it. It was just
All right. What's y'all rating of WrestleMania 40? Like I said, people are saying out of 10. People are saying this is the greatest WrestleMania of all time. 1, give us your rating, and then 2, tell us if you think it's your greatest, if it's the greatest WrestleMania ever.
Okay, I'll start. I'll give it a 9. Like, again, night 1 was like, man, this shit cracking. Like, I don't know what the fuck will happen on night 2, but we got a lot of the good shit that we wanted to see out the way.
You guys enjoy like?
Yeah,
I think so. I rewatched it. So I watched night 1 initially with a house full of people, which changes how you feel about it because the commentary is going like it adds to it. Someone in my house had called. It's rude, but they had called Sami Zayn's wife. They said, "Why is she like a medieval peasant?"
Jesus Christ, Lord have mercy.
I made a comment about. I'm like, she doesn't have to, and it's her prerogative if she don't want to. But I'm curious as to why she didn't at least go through a little bit of hair and makeup, just because she's gonna be on TV.
Yeah,
it's like I'm sure she's a very, you know what I mean? Like, but. It's just like when you see like everybody else in like their best, and then she just
you think about that peasant comment.
She just looked like she going to pick her kid up from.
Hey, that's what. Hey, did Eric come around just throw a little eyeshadow on his head? Goddamn!
But you got Jade and them like coming out looking like that. Like everybody is like looking their absolute best for half a year. It's just gonna make it a smart comparison. Like if you
yikes,
like.
No,
but I rewatched
car makes or something.
Damn, some car makes.
My point is that I rewatched night 1 without people around, and I was like, okay, some of the matches I thought were real, like they actually didn't. It wasn't as good as I thought necessarily, but night 1, I'm not ranking them in, but I wasn't as high on night 1 when I rewatched it back. Like the actual experience of going through night 1, fantastic, A+ experience. Would do again with the same group. Fantastic, enjoyed myself. But rewatching the card,
rest the right.
It was like okay, but so 9 for the whole weekend for you. Was night 1 a little bit higher? Or I mean, was night 2 a little bit higher that brought up your average?
What's wrong with him?
Or were both nights where you were just like, this is fantastic?
What's wrong with it?
I was looking at him for
like what's wrong with it, bro?
I was reading Sensei's comment, but I was trying.
You was broke, bro. I was like, Tim down there broken.
I was reading Serial Sensei's comment. And so, my bad. Can you repeat the question?
You know what? It's cool. You good.
You said something about me being excited about
you good.
Either one night or both nights. It's still talent.
You all good. Eric, what's your rating for WrestleMania?
Damn, don't do me like this.
No, you good, brother.
Oh, shit.
I was reading this comment, but I can't see.
Yeah, that's how we look like. What was going on?
I can't see, so I really was focused on trying to clear everything up so I could read the file.
Like that was as unsettling as The Rock on Raw last night, where he's just like the way he was talking. He's like, "Yeah, can I touch your belt? The Rock's gonna go away for a little while."
That was kind of sad. That was kind of.
It's just beginning.
Yeah, it was like,
don't break my heart. What's happening here tonight? No, what was your rating of?
Sorry,
on a scale of 10.
Night. The main event of night 2, 0 out of 10. Boo, tomato.
Wait,
I ain't thought about it.
Oh,
hate ass nigga.
No, Roman wins or we riot. No, night 2 was
fantastic.
Great. That was
fantastic.
Awesome. Night 1, I think that the main event kind of saved it for me. Like the first match was good. The tag match, the tag ladder match was solid, but not necessarily spectacular. Like I love the R-Truth part of it, but like everything else, like I'm not remembering any spots outside of the hot tag. Like for me, it's why it's like, okay, that match happened, cool. Usos.
Oh, Chris cooking. I'm sorry.
Cool. Usos stunk. What else do we have? Sammy, that was cool.
Sami Zayn and Gunther. That was a surprise.
That was a good match.
So yeah, maybe the last 2 matches kind of saved it for me. So I would probably say if night 2 was a 10 out of 10, night 1 was probably like a 6 or a 7 out of 10. So let's say like an 8.
Yeah, that's where I'm like, I think the weekend's about an 8 for me. Like it was very enjoyable. It was one of the best WrestleManias in recent memory for sure.
Yeah.
I need to go back and rewatch like 17 and a few of the other ones that I hold very near and dear to my heart. But what really did it for me with this WrestleMania was seeing, it was a clip online of some kids in this school watching the main event with Cody and Roman, the one-on-one on night 2, and seeing how excited they were like jumping up and down. It was a couple kids that was being too cool for school in the back watching, but like when they heard the Undertaker, the dong, like they were even like, oh. And seeing the kids get excited about wrestling, I was like, that's how wrestling made me feel as a kid too. Yeah, for sure. And this era of it, like again, we go into this not saying like, man, this is real. It's
real to me, damn it.
It's here. We're here for the dramatics of it. We're here for the storytelling. We want to be entertained by the in-ring product. Like we are under no illusions that the ending is already determined, but the bumps and everything is real. Like people are putting their bodies on the line to entertain us, and I enjoy that so much. Yeah. So definitely a strong 8. The weekend, like only regret I have from WrestleMania weekend was not having people over on Sunday as well as Saturday. Like Sunday's card was actually so good. I can only imagine what it would have been like if we had another living room full of people with it. Like we had somebody who never watched wrestling, and her commentary was hilarious throughout the night.
Shit was funny as fuck. That was like she commented about Roman.
Oh, of course.
It was a Roman joke. The way we was talking about when Jay them came on, all the dudes, oh my God, look at this shit. As soon as Roman then popped up, oh, okay. Same shit.
It was a good night. Yeah, 8 out of 10 for me for sure. You said 8 too?
Yeah, definitely 8 for me as well.
I forgot to ask you our biggest surprise before we wrap up. So what was your biggest surprise before we get out of here?
So I wrote down the Undertaker, and because Dustin asked, I'll comment on that and then get to my real answer. So like the Undertaker, like I, like everybody else, was kind of expecting Stone Cold in that spot. So like I was looking at the at the entrance, I'm like, oh, Stone Cold about to come down, and then I hear the gong, and I'm like, oh shit! Like that was like the oh shit moment for me, because I wasn't expecting him. I do kind of wish that I gotten like the full Undertaker entrance, just because I've never seen it in real life before. But like for the spot that it was in, like it wouldn't make sense. Like my actual biggest surprise were Snoop and Bubba Ray back to back, because again, like that match was just, I had no expectations for that match, and then like neither one of those two were announced. So I was like,
yep.
I kind of ruined it for y'all because I was like, Snoop.
Yeah, I looked at my phone. I said, what? This man in real time. We on delay.
I even waited a couple seconds. I didn't know how delayed that was.
I didn't see it, so I was cool with that.
But yeah, that's surprise. I was shocked to see Stephanie come out. We kind of mentioned that already, but I did not expect to see her come out. Any other surprises y'all had?
Mine was The Undertaker.
Ken?
Cody actually winning. I think that was like the biggest surprise. Like, because I really didn't know. I went into it like, oh, they finna screw my boy again. So, full circle moment, my boy won.
Well, I guess, if
if
we talking about and news, Sami Zayn winning. Like,
that was
I really
wasn't expecting Cody. Yeah, for sure.
Because they didn't even feud that long, right? That was like, what, maybe two weeks of that?
Couple weeks, but the build-up was more with him and Chad.
Yeah, that's what threw me off. I was like, well, Sammy got thrown in the mix, but then him win. I was like, I guess.
But that's how I felt too. I was like,
now it's time for Gunther to go towards Cody or some shit like that. Now. So I was like, that makes sense. God damn.
I just want to say, I want Tim to grade my homework and not Jeff, because Jeff said night 1 was a 2, night 2 was an 8.
Dang,
a 2. Goddamn. Well, he went to 10 shows. Maybe he's seen some better.
I think I seen an earlier comment. He was talking about Ring of Honor with Mark Briscoe winning. That was his Cody moment.
So, let me ask y'all this then as we wrap up the WrestleMania recap here. What are your thoughts heading into this new era of the WWE? Because that's one thing they made very, very clear from the moment the show started with the new then, now, forever together.
Looks like
entrance.
Constellations.
Definitely looks like very Marvel-like, but I love that it's in the universe, for the WWE universe. I liked it a lot. From that to Triple H coming out, to how many times we heard Triple H referenced this weekend and how much credit he's been getting and adulation of just like, dog, thank you, Triple H, because like it's a whole different working environment. So as we head into this new era of WWE, what are your thoughts on it?
As someone that likes saying fuck Vince McMahon, I appreciate it all the times that basically people were
said
saying
that.
Fuck Vince McMahon.
Oh, Paul Heyman really said it in his Hall of Fame.
I gotta go back and watch his speech because apparently it was all timer. I know I saw the clip of him telling him to suck his fucking dick.
Yep.
In his speech?
Yeah. I ain't watched the speech yet.
Oh, y'all didn't see it?
No, I ain't seen
it. Oh,
no.
Paul Heyman was on one the whole time. He definitely told everybody, if you thought that ECW ended when it went into bankruptcy, you can suck my effing dick. Like, he said, like...
Jesus Christ.
It got bleeped.
But you can read his lips very clearly.
I mean, I still remember his hot mic moment when he had a shoot on Vince McMahon as a promo on SmackDown years ago.
He clearly... Like he is very happy.
He was like, "You took my dream, you took my ideas, you took my company, you took all of this shit. You was living the dream that I should be living, right?" Like, I remember that, so it sounds like it's kind of in line with that.
Well, he said like Vince just told him to go out there and say some shit that would like get attention. Like he said, he meant it, but
it looked like he meant
it. It was remarkable. Vince was like, "I don't give a fuck." Like,
he don't give a fuck about a lot of shit.
He told him to eat a dick.
But
sorry, what was the question? Oh, new era.
New era.
Basically, for me, it's like trust the process. Like, I know people, and I'm interested to see what they release tomorrow because they have like the whole backstage of like the run up to WrestleMania, which take everything with a grain of salt. But like trust the process. It's like people were so ready to shit on the story and The Rock and Cody and all these things. Like when the stuff happened, I was saying the thing. I'm like, just let it play out. Let's see what it do. Like they know what they're doing. Like, we should trust at this point that with Triple H in charge, like, stuff is going to work out in the end. And if it's not working, they'll pivot. Like they did. Not above, being like, oh, okay, that shit didn't work. Let's go to the next thing. And that's what I'm most excited about. It's like, it doesn't seem like it's just force it down the throats. Like, Cena's going to be the number one babyface come hell or high water.
Because he's the kind of guy I like.
Right. Roman's going to be the number one babyface because I said so, and like fuck these people, and like it seems like we're moving away from that, and like whatever comes from it. But it's like the culmination of Cody's story is like tying in all these loose ends from the last couple of years, like all the stories intertwined. Like you have Judgment Day feuding with like 16 different people.
I love that,
and you have Seth like with having
couple different options.
2 different feuds. You have Drew McIntyre having 2 different feuds. Like everybody, like it seems like more of a universe and not just like siloed off stories that just all happen to happen on the same show.
And can I say real quick, me and Norman were talking about this at home.
The mayor.
We were just talking about like it would be really interesting if we said it before Seth lost. Like if Seth loses and Cody gets the belt, if there's going to be a program between the two of them in the future where Seth is like, I kind of screwed myself helping you out. Like, at the very least, you owe me a shot. In a program coming off of that as well. Like, the possibilities they can branch out to are endless here. But Kent, let me hear your thoughts on the new era of WWE, led by your boy Cody Rhodes.
Yeah. What was he doing on Raw?
What you mean?
What was he doing on Raw? There is a Raw champion.
No.
Why did Cody Rhodes kick off Raw?
He the double champion.
Cody
he the undisputed. So
Cody is on Raw.
He been on Raw though. Yeah.
He's a Raw guy.
Roman was a SmackDown belt.
Yeah.
But Cody
Seth was a Raw belt.
Yeah.
So now they don't give a shit.
That's
all I'm asking.
First of all, the draft is at the end of the month.
It's at the end of the month.
He's gonna be the number one pick going to SmackDown.
But regardless of such, what I think that they should do, I feel like champions should have free reign. Champions should be able to go to both shows.
Just give everybody a shot.
Yeah, depending, because you got a babyface champion, you got a heel champ. Like, just let them go on each program where they want to go. But
either way, it'll get split.
It'll get
I don't know if Cody going to SmackDown or if he's, because like obviously with Netflix being like the
thing,
new, like Raw going to Netflix, like now that's gonna be like the A show again. Yeah. So more than likely Cody does stay on Raw and the other belt goes to SmackDown.
Yeah. So how are you feeling about the new era?
I'm excited about it. I feel like pro wrestling is in a good space right now. I feel like, especially like for us, like people that grew up watching wrestling, it gives you that nostalgia feeling, but it just feels right now. Like I haven't been invested for real in wrestling since I have been like the past like few years or whatever. So it just feels good. And then to be able to bring my kids into it too is dope. Because my son, he loved Cody, because I do, or he liked Damian Priest. He really liked, and I was like, oh, your boy won the title. He was super geeked about it. So yeah, it's like a full circle moment, like seeing like when I was his age, how much I love wrestling and stuff like that, and then to see it now, he feeling the same way. So it's pretty dope.
Tim,
I am excited about the new era of champions. Because not only did we have several new champions crowned, but a lot of those champs were champs for a long time. Over a year plus. You had Roman for 4. You had Seth for at least 1, almost 2. You had Gunther for almost 2. You had even the Judgment Day. They had their belts for almost 6-7 months. So like a lot of the championships that were changed over were held for a long time. So I'm curious as if this is going to be the new wave with people winning the titles and kind of holding on to them for extended periods of time. You will probably have some bridge champs from here to there, from time to time, just for like the shock factor or the awe factor or whatever the case. But them bringing prestige back to the titles by giving them longer reigns,
it helped.
It helped a lot,
especially
with the IC title. Like that one was like, who the hell's going to take it from Gunther? And then when Sammy won, everybody was like, Sammy was the one. Like when you feel that strongly about the mid card title, like man, you invested. Well, I guess we'll take it. Like that helped a ton. So we shall see. I don't care for Logan Paul holding on to it. He's entertaining though. He is entertaining.
He's good at his job.
He is good at his job. He just needs to lose that belt.
That should like be my like exceeded expectations match.
Yeah, that triple threat was fantastic. Actually, I know Serial
Randy Orton when he kicked
Serial Sensei. That was his favorite clip that he saw when that bottle cap got kicked off. He's I've rewatched that kick so many times.
They said they carried him out with a neck brace on after taking that RKO off the announcer tape.
He definitely tweeted like wrestling ain't fake, y'all.
Like when he hit that tape, I was like, damn, he
it had no give.
It none. Like he hit that bitch hard. But I told Sam, I was like, Randy is also a vet that was a big proponent of, I'm gonna kick your ass for real in this ring. That way you can respect our craft. I was like, so he probably really fucked him up with that RKO.
My thoughts heading into the new era was, one, I was going into WrestleMania, I was like, okay, what belts are going to change hands? Like, because there's only going to be so many.
Right.
And when I kept seeing belts change, I was like, dang, like, it's a lot. Like, only, I think, 2 title holder retain this weekend.
Yeah. And Logan.
Like, that was it. Everything else changed.
And if the tag titles was for the women was defended, they probably would have lost those too.
So when I thought about it in retrospect, I'm like, okay, that makes sense for a new era. Like, we're going to kick this off with new champions. Like, we know how Vince got down, what he looks for in the champion, which necessarily isn't how Triple H sees it. Like, it's not just you got to have this body type and be this size to be a champion. It's like, are the people invested in you? Can you tell us a story? Like, what can you do to carry the company to the next level? And I like that aspect of it. I like the fact that it's just going to be something different. Like, it's not going to be the same product that we've been having problems with because of booking. Mm-hmm. Like, there's probably going to be some things we don't agree with. It's never going to be 100%. But at least that I love that Triple H is open to listening to the universe if enough people are like, nah, this ain't the way we want this to go.
Or this is the way that we
want it to go. Just listen to how the people are going, and I trust in how they're going to tell the story. So I'm very excited. I love seeing that it's been like 17 straight sold out, Raws and SmackDowns. I love seeing the smaller set.
Cool again.
He wasn't lying. It is like the biggest gate they've ever had for WrestleMania. Like, they cleared last year's WrestleMania by like almost double. Like, they big business this weekend.
Wait, so two things. Did you do yours already again?
He did.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so two things bouncing off of yours. One, you said like your son is getting into it and is a really big fan now.
Yeah,
it seems like they're not necessarily moving away from PG, but they're letting a lot more stuff. Was Pat McAfee saying shit during that match?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he definitely did.
I was just curious, because it was like the kid, like I said, the kid was sitting in front of me, and like at one point the crowd was chanting like "turn the fucking lights off" or something like that.
Yes,
like they were like super bright and like you couldn't see anything. But he's like, "Turn the fucking lights off." His dad was just like, "Hey, don't say that." But it's just like, again, like thinking back to our childhood, like all the things that we shouldn't have been saying or doing. Mm-hmm. And like as a parent now, it's just like it's kind of a rite of passage, but also like. But then also you said like what's next for Cody? Like what does happen next for Cody? Like where do we go from here with that belt? Like who
and Roman chasing now?
Yeah, he tweeted today.
Man ain't gonna be around for.
He said yesterday we mourned, today we back at it.
Tough break, dude. Go take a nap.
No, I'm looking forward to seeing who the next feud is for Cody. It should be fun because this Drew McIntyre CM Punk stuff about to be hilarious.
Jay won the.
That's not gonna be no real rivalry though.
We'll see.
Yeah, I ain't trying to hear
Jay
that.
Uso won the Fatal 4 with the number 1
because they gonna fight on. They're gonna fight this week or next week.
Come on,
for Priest, not for Cody.
Beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, so Damian's.
Yeah,
and then we'll probably see it on SmackDown.
So. All right, yeah, wrestling gonna be fun. So we're gonna wrap up here real quick before we get out of here. Though, do you want to shout out those March Madness NCAA champions?
I look up for one.
The women, I did. South Carolina defeated Iowa, so they completed their perfect season, the 10th undefeated season in women's basketball, college basketball history. The tourney winner was Tim. Shout out to you, sir.
Hey,
shout out, brother.
As for the men, shout out to UConn. They defeated Purdue. 15, and the tourney challenge winner was Ken.
Hey, let's go.
But listen, I saw the records that the women's games were breaking throughout the Final Four, the finals. Like, it's just super. I was like, this was a great weekend for me, where it's like women's basketball is putting up numbers, wrestling's putting up numbers. Everything people said wasn't cool, putting up numbers. It was a good weekend. And shout out to Dawn Staley. Like, the fact that they were able to go undefeated, win a championship when they lost just about all the starters last year, like, that's impressive. A very young team that she had to coach very differently to get them to this spot, but she got them there and they got the dub. So shout out to them.
Did you see them? You see their video, the celebratory video?
I did not.
It was on IG. They was twerking and shit like that.
Get it sexy.
And they was like, when you beat the refs and Iowa. Damn. I mean,
that's how I be feeling. Sergio Sensei added Raven had Caitlyn in hell with she did.
When she stole that motherfucker from her, I was like, oh, okay, because she was just bullshitting with it. How you gonna just slowly walk up the court? I'm gonna just switch hands. Let me get that real quick.
Just pressure.
Mm-hmm. They said she was 1 for 5 when she was Gardner.
The point guard from LSU.
Okay.
No, Haley.
Oh, Haley Van Lith.
She in the transfer portal again, fam.
Mm-hmm.
Sad business.
She could go to USC. Play with
like,
she just was in the portal last year.
She was cold at Louisville. So
Yeah,
like,
she
I don't
was.
even want to take anything away from. Like, I feel like
wasn't a good fit.
First of all, I don't feel like anybody should go to LSU because fuck Kim Mulkey. But like, I just feel like it was a bad fit for her, and the fact that they put her out on an island by herself,
they didn't get that girl no help
whatsoever. It's like, you have defenders. Like, I don't get.
I didn't get it either.
I don't get it.
the meme that came with her though, where Caitlyn is in the background and she just sitting there like shrugging.
What the fuck I'm supposed to do?
Someone said I'm gonna use this one. It's like I tried my best and it wasn't good enough. Like when I send you this, that's what this means. I'm like, I feel it. All right, well the Bucks won. We had a great show, WrestleMania and all that. This is on delay. It's big over. Hopefully Giannis is okay. He had a calf strain. He did not return to the game. We'll keep an eye on that with the Bucks only having 3 regular season games left at this point. Thankfully, if they continue their winning ways, they already avoided the play-in, so they're going to get like a week off already, and the Bucks definitely need that. So anyways, we're going to wrap up, get up out of here. Parting words this week. Sometimes y'all, accountability don't feel good, but just because it doesn't feel good doesn't mean that you should avoid it. That's a thing about growth, about maturing, about growing up. You ain't gonna be perfect all the time. You ain't gonna always be the hero. Everything ain't always gonna be you were right. Cause sometimes you're gonna be wrong, and it's important for those times where you are wrong to acknowledge that and try to rectify it. Accountability is good. It's uncomfortable, but it's good, and you grow from it. So accept accountability, y'all. That's gonna be my closing words for the week. If you would like to follow me on social media, you can catch me.
Wait a minute.
On the Twitter, the Instagram, these 2K, and Final Fantasy PSN streets at Camille Monet, CAMILLEMONAE.
At Boys on Twitter.
That's all you get.
That is all you get.
Everyday_gentleman on Instagram, K Harris 216 on Twitter and Snapchat.
And it's your boy, TIMKINZ, the number 3, aka Ass Catch him, aka Mr. Give It To Me. We out.
For sure. We doing Cody Rhodes on our music to end?
Nah.
I feel like he won, so it's appropriate.
Go ahead and lead us past the
lead us in the... He don't know the words.
Oh, God dang. How is he your...
Whoa!
No!
Start there and shit. Shout out to the GOAT.
Who the fuck is the GOAT?
Cody.
You out your mind. Something, Cody Rhodes. Na 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 na. Whoa! Julian know it. Adrenaline in my soul. Oh, never mind. I thought you knew more than that. That's all I know too. I don't know. First. I don't know more about that either. That's I'm Ron Burgundy. I think I'm gonna go to Culver's. Kind of want like a frosty, icy
root beer float.
Root beer float.
I had
would
one
be
of those
good.
today. That was fire.
I haven't had a root beer float in quite some time.
Fire.